Hi, and welcome to the 2009 Geography Bee at Wilmington Middle School, sponsored by National Geographic. I'm Mr. Barry. I'd like to introduce from the Wilmington Public Schools Administration, Dr. Peter McGinn, who's come to watch the competition. I'd also like to thank Ms. McMiniman, our principal, for her support of the contest. Without her support, programs like this wouldn't be possible. And I'd also like to thank Mrs. Lamato, Mrs. Trulli, and their students for bringing this broadcast to you. Most especially, my thanks go to all the parents and teachers that throughout the years have helped these students and these contestants get ready for the finals of the second of the school round. We started with a very difficult quiz on world geography to pick 30 students from the first round held here last week. After a very impressive show of students' knowledge of world geography and 7 rounds of questions, we have before us 10 students ready to compete for today's school championship. Along with a medal, our school champion today will take another test. That's a lot of good news for you guys, right? That will qualify the top 100 students for the state championship held later on in April at Clark University in Worcester. The state's champion goes on an all-expenses-paid trip to Washington, D.C. to compete for the national championship. First place winner in the national championship receives a $25,000 scholarship to the school of their choice. Second place is $10,000, and third place is a $5,000 scholarship. Also, the champion gets a lifetime membership in National Geographic Society with all its privileges. And this year, they've added a 1-week trip to the Galapagos Islands to go along with Alex Trebek, the host of Jeopardy and the TV show, and the Jeopardy Clues crew. Alex Trebek also is the moderator of the national championship. Today we'll be assisted by Mr. Chernovich. He's the official scorer. 7th grade Challenger social studies teacher. Mr. Birmingham will present the questions, and he will be our host. And these questions are provided by National Geographic. Contestants, you're all champions. Good luck. And now Mr. Birmingham.
Thank you, Mr. Barry. The final competition consists of a final round and a championship round. Final round questions will reduce the number of contestants to 2. These 2 finalists will then compete in the championship round. In the final round, a contestant is eliminated after answering 2 questions incorrectly. I will begin each series of questions with the same student. If this student has been eliminated, questioning will begin with the next available student. After each student on the stage has responded to a question in a series, those who gave their second incorrect answer will be excused from the stage unless all are eliminated. If this happens, those students who gave their second incorrect answer during that series will continue to receive final round questions until 2 finalists and the 3rd place winner are determined. If only 1 student remains after a series of questions, that student automatically becomes one of the finalists and will be asked no more questions. Those students who gave their second incorrect answer during that series will continue to receive questions until the 2nd finalist and the 3rd place winner are determined. The procedures will change for the championship round, and I will announce those procedures at that time. Other rules remain the same as those that were followed in the preliminary competition, including the directions to remember to listen carefully to each question and use correct geographic terminology in your answers. For example, do not use Holland as a synonym for the country of the Netherlands, and do not use England as a country for the country of United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, as England is a political subdivision. Give present-day names unless the question involves history, and other names would be correct in the context of the question. Shortened forms of a country's names are acceptable, such as the United Kingdom, or Great Britain, or Britain for the country officially known as United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. You will not be penalized for incorrect spellings or inaccurate pronunciations, so long as it can be determined that you know the correct answer. B questions follow the National Geographic Society's policy of recognizing Europe and Asia as two continents. Oceania is considered a region rather than a continent and will not be accepted as a correct answer for the continent of Australia. In addition, the National Geographic Society recognizes 4 oceans: the Atlantic, the Pacific, the Arctic, and the Indian. The rulings of the judge, Mr. Chernovitz, is final. Good luck. Let's have some fun. The first set of final round questions involves a map that shows hardiness zones in the United States of America. I'd like to pass these maps out to you right now, and we'll uncover the overhead projector, and it will be shown on the whiteboard as well. Pass these out. Everybody has a map there, as well as a magic marker. These zones, designated by the United States Department of Agriculture, help determine what plants can survive in a certain area based on how cold the temperature gets during the winter season. Each of you, in turn, will use the information on the map to answer your question. I will give all of you a moment now to look at your maps. When it's your turn, look at your map while I read your question. You will have 15 seconds to answer. Sam, before you respond, could you tell us your full name and the house and grade you're from, please?
I'm Sam Altalo. I'm in 7th grade Explorer.
Great. And Sam, your question number 1. What is the zone with the warmest average low temperatures in the lower 48 states?
(30°F to 40°F).
I'm asking for a zone on this.
What zone?
What zone, Sam?
10.
10. Zone 10 is correct. We're going to count that as a correct answer. Okay? Guys, listen to the question carefully, all right? And Ryan, would you introduce yourself and the house and grade you're from, please?
Ryan Coca and Discovery 8.
Great, very good. And Ryan, which zone includes the westernmost shore of Lake Superior and most of Montana?
Zone 4.
That is correct. Very good, Ryan. Colin, your full name and house?
My name's Colin Chase. I'm from 7th grade Explorer.
Very good, Colin. Okay. And your question, Colin. Most of the Gulf Coast lies in which zone?
Zone 7.
No, I'm sorry, that is Zone 9. And Kevin?
They look the same on this. The same color.
They are.
It's a question there they wouldn't be able to determine from using their master. So, do we have another question for him?
No, we do not. Teresa? It appears that some of you are having difficulty reading the distinctions between the coloring of the different zones. And it's been a ruling by the judges here that we are just going to eliminate this first round of questions, So we're going to start over. I think it's a very valid criticism that possibly you cannot distinguish the shading there. And so therefore, we are going to eliminate that first round of questions, okay? So if you would just take and put your pens and your clipboards and the maps right on the floor in front of you. If you could pass the microphone back to Sam. And we're going to start as if no one has any correct and no one has any wrong at this point. All right? Okay. All of you will respond to the next question by writing an answer on the sheet of paper provided for you. You will have 15 seconds to write your answer on the paper provided. When I call time, put your answer, put down your markers and hold up your answers. When I call on you, please read your answer aloud. You will not be penalized for inaccurate pronunciations or spellings so long as it can be determined that you know the correct answer. I will wait to give the correct answer until all the answers have been given. Please keep your answers visible until the scorekeeper has had a chance to record the scores. I will read the question twice so that you may not ask for another repeat. Would you pick your clipboards up, flip your maps over so that you may write on the back side?
You don't have a pen either?
Okay. Each of you are to respond to this question. I will read it twice, therefore I may not repeat it. I will not repeat it. For each of you, write the answer down. Myrtle Beach has been a resort town since the early 1900s. Is located in which state? And again, I will repeat this. Myrtle Beach, which has been a resort town since the early 1900s, is located in which state? Writing implements down. Sam, where is Myrtle Beach?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Ryan,
Florida.
could you show us your answer, please, Ryan? Florida, okay. Colin?
Florida.
Florida. Mitch? I'm sorry, Kevin?
Florida.
Okay. Mitch?
South Carolina.
Okay. Dan?
South Carolina.
Dylan?
South Carolina.
Angelo?
South Carolina.
Michael?
South Carolina.
And Michael?
North Carolina.
Okay. South Carolina is correct. South Carolina is correct. Okay, could you leave those up for Mr. Chernovich for a second? And Pat, yeah, Michael, you could pass that back to Sam. Thank you. Okay. All right, guys. Nice job. Okay. Let's continue on with the next round. The next set of questions will require oral answers. Each of you will answer a different question. You will have 15 seconds to give me your answer. Sam, we're going to start with you again. And your answer, Sam, is Jackson Lake, located in Grand Teton National Park, is found in which state?
Can you repeat the question?
I will. Jackson Lake, located in Grand Teton National Park, is located in which state?
Florida.
Florida? I'm sorry, Sam, that is Wyoming. Ryan, your question is, Confederate General Robert E. Lee surrendered to Union General Ulysses S. Grant at the Appomattox Courthouse, a town located in which state?
Georgia.
I'm sorry, Ryan, that is Virginia. Colin, Cadillac Mountain, located on Mount Desert Island in Acadia National Park, can be found in which state?
Maine.
Maine is correct, Colin. Very good. Okay. Kevin, we didn't have you introduce yourself before, did we? You want to let us know what house you're from and what grade you're in?
I'm Kevin Dunphy from Challenger 8.
Very good, Kevin. And Kevin, your question is, Reno, whose economy depends on gaming and outdoor activities, is located approximately 20 miles north of Lake Tahoe in which state?
Nevada.
Nevada is correct. Very good, Kevin. Okay. Mitch, why don't we have you introduce yourself first?
I'm Mitch Fisher from 7th grade Discovery.
Very good, Mitch. And Mitch, your question is, Mount Rainier, the highest mountain in the Pacific Northwest, can be seen from cities in Oregon, British Columbia, and what state located between them?
Washington.
Is correct, Mitch. Very good. Dan, want to introduce yourself?
I'm Dan Fothergill from 8 Explorer.
Very good. And Dan, the Imperial Valley, located south of the Salton Sea and known for its irrigated truck farms, producing fruits and vegetables, is found in which U.S. state?
Can you repeat the question?
I will, Dan. The Imperial Valley, located south of the Salton Sea and known for its irrigated truck farms, producing fruits and vegetables, is found in which U.S. state?
Georgia.
No, I'm sorry, Dan, that is California. And Dylan, want to introduce yourself, Dylan?
I am Dylan Maltese from Grade 7 Explorer.
Very good, Dylan. Cliff Palace, a site of well-preserved cliff dwellings, is located in the Mesa Verde National Park in which Rocky Mountain state?
Colorado.
Is correct, Dylan. Very good for you. Okay. Angelo, introduce yourself, please.
I'm Angelo Morlani from Challenger 8.
Very good, Angelo. Angelo, the Savannah River forms part of the border between Georgia and what other state?
Florida.
No, I'm sorry, Angelo, that is South Carolina. Michael, introduce yourself.
I'm Michael Simonelli, grade 8 Challenger.
Very good, Michael. Wheat is grown in parts of the Columbia River Basin in Washington and which bordering state?
Oregon.
Oregon is correct, Michael. Very good. And Mike, want to introduce yourself?
I'm Mike Silva from Challenger 8.
Very good, Mike. What southern state, founded as a colony by James Oglethorpe in the early 1730s, also served as a buffer to Spanish Florida for the other British colonies?
Can you repeat that?
Yes, I will, Michael. What southern state, founded as a colony by James Oglethorpe in the early 1730s, also served as a buffer to Spanish Florida for the other British colonies?
Louisiana.
Not a bad try. It's actually Georgia, Michael. Georgia. Okay.
We're gonna take an intermission because 2 minutes, and we've got some elimination.
All right, we're going to take a short intermission break here, and we'll be back in approximately 2 minutes. Thank you. Good morning. Welcome back to the second stage of the championship round for the National Geography B. The first round started out with 10 contestants, which is actually 1% of our school's population. Approximately 1,000 students in our school, and 10 students makes up 1% of our students' population. In that first round of competition, 3 students were eliminated by making 2 incorrect answers, and that was Sam Alatalo, Ryan Coca, and Michael Silva. But I think they deserve a congratulations on a job very well done. This next round, okay, I'm going to read you the directions and just listen carefully if you will. Once again, each of you will respond to the next question by writing your answer on a sheet of paper provided to you. When I call time, put your markers down and hold up your answer. As before, I will wait to give the correct answer until all the answers have been given. I will read the question twice so that you may not ask for a repeat. For all of you, each of you will respond to this by writing your answer down. In September 2008, Hurricane Ike made landfall as a strong Category 2 storm and devastated the city of Galveston, located on the coast of which state? And again, I will repeat this for all of you. In September 2008, Hurricane Ike made landfall as a strong Category 2 storm and devastated the city of Galveston, located on the coast of which state? Colin Chase, may I have your answer, please?
Texas.
Texas. Okay. Kevin Dunphy?
Texas.
Texas. Mitch Fisher?
Florida.
Okay. Dan Fothergill?
Florida.
Dylan Maltese?
Maltese.
Texas.
Angelo Morlini?
Morlani. Texas.
Texas. And Mike Simonelli?
Texas.
And Texas it was. Texas it was. Okay.
We have another elimination.
Okay. Dan Fothergill, thank you for your participation. All right. Nice job, Dan. The remaining final round questions will require oral answers. Each of you will answer a different question. You will have 15 seconds to answer the question. Colin, the Big Sioux River forms the border between South Dakota and which state located to the east?
Wisconsin.
No, I'm sorry, that is Iowa. Kevin, bird watchers can view scrub jays at Lake Kissimmee State Park, located in which state?
Michigan.
No, I'm sorry, Kevin, that is Florida. And Mitch? The Edwards Plateau, where many tributaries of the Rio Grande rise, is located in which state?
New Mexico.
I'm sorry, Mitch, that's Texas. Dylan, which U.S. state bordered on the east by the Connecticut River is the leading producer of maple syrup?
Vermont.
Is correct. Angelo, Mount Sunflower is the highest point in which state that is bordered by Colorado to the west and Nebraska to the north?
Utah.
No, I'm sorry, Angelo, that is Kansas. And Michael? In which U.S. city located on the Willamette River can you find the International Rose Test Garden and South Parks blocks?
Pasadena.
No, I'm sorry, Michael, that is Portland. Portland. Kevin, thank you for your participation. And Colin, we appreciate your participation as well. And Angelo, thank you for your participation.
Top 3.
Good job, guys.
Well done, guys.
You got 2 wrong? Yeah, you got funny.
Okay. Well, okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. We're down to the final 2 here?
Yeah.
Okay. We need to hold you guys, okay? Those of you who had just been
Just like last
eliminated for a runner-up. We need a third person for a runner-up.
year. Sorry.
Okay. Both of these have one mistake.
No, Michael does. Dylan has not.
Okay. All right. We're going to go until we have a winner here. And by eliminating yourself, you would be making 2 mistakes. Dylan, I understand that you have no mistakes. Is that correct?
Yes.
And Michael, you have 1 mistake. All right. You ready to go, guys? Yes, Dylan?
So we're making 2 mistakes. Does Michael have 1 mistake left before he gets made, or is it a clean slate?
No. Michael has 1 mistake. You have no mistakes.
Very
Okay?
well.
The first person with 2 mistakes will be eliminated. Actually, will be the runner-up for the champion. And the people who have been eliminated before, we will then continue with you to determine who will be the alternate. All right? Okay. Dylan, your next question is Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument is located between the Colorado River and Bryce Canyon National Park in which state?
Colorado.
No, I'm sorry, that is Utah. Michael? Muir Woods National Monument and Point Reyes National Seashore are places that attract hikers, picnickers, and kayakers to the northern coast of which state?
California.
Is correct, Michael. Very good. Okay. Back to you, Dylan. The town of Bozeman, known for its ranchers, artists, and trout fishing, is located north of Yellowstone National Park in which state?
Montana.
Montana is correct. Lake Winnipesaukee is the largest lake in which New England state?
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire is correct. Okay. Back to you, Dylan. To visit Tombstone, site of the famous showdown at the OK Corral, you would travel to which state?
Can you please repeat the question?
I will. To visit Tombstone, site of the famous showdown of the OK Corral, you would travel to which state?
Oh man, I've never heard of this before.
You have 5 seconds.
I'll make a guess.
Your answer, please?
Let's see. Okay, Corral.
I need your answer, Dylan.
You need the answer now.
I'll guess Colorado.
No, I'm sorry, that is Arizona. Okay. Michael, the Pearl River forms part of the border between Louisiana and which state?
Missouri.
No, I'm sorry, that's the Mississippi. Okay. Both have 2, right? Okay. Okay. You're both tied. Okay, so we're going to continue. So the next question at the end of the round that one person would lose would designate that person be the runner-up, and the person getting that correct question, and only that correct question, would be the winner. Right? Dylan, what peninsula, bound on the north by the Strait of Juan de Fuca, is located just west of Puget Sound?
Can you please repeat the question?
I will. What peninsula, bounded on the north by the Strait of Juan de Fuca, is located just west of Puget Sound?
5 seconds.
I've never heard of this either. The Olympian Peninsula?
I have to kibitz here with the judges.
Ask her to repeat it. You need that exact? I don't, ask her to repeat it, I don't. Would you repeat
Would you repeat your answer again?
The Olympian Peninsula?
I'm sorry, that is the Olympic Peninsula. Good effort. Michael, the largest city on Biscayne Bay, which has a large Cuban-American community, shares its name with a river in Ohio. Name this city.
Havana.
No, I'm sorry, that's Miami. Dylan. Bristol Bay, located north of the Aleutian Islands, is in a large inlet of which sea?
The Bering Sea?
Is correct. Michael? Glacier National Park, bordering British Columbia and Alberta, is located in which U.S. state?
Washington.
I'm sorry, Michael, that is Montana. Congratulations, Dylan. You're the winner of the 2009 Wilmington Middle School Geography Bee.
Thank you all very much. Now, I'd like to make a little speech here. A lot of people gave their effort to become part of this bee. They should all be commended for so much as trying. These questions were extremely difficult, and so many people tried. They tried. Only the truly hard would make it to the top. But as far as I'm concerned, everyone is a winner in this.
Outstanding. And Michael Simonelli, you're the runner-up. Congratulations to you. Thank you very much for your participation. We have a winner, we have a runner-up, and what we're going to do is determine just exactly who is the alternate, all right? So I'm going to ask Mike and Dylan if you could leave the stage here, and then we're going to ask you guys to return, see if we can call out the third-place winner among you, okay?
Again, congratulations, Dylan, for your first place finish in the school's Geography B. This is the award that we have to present to you. I'd like you to turn and face the camera so people can see it. It's flip the medal around, and we can zoom in on that. And Dylan, you're not finished yet because you're going to need to come to my classroom or see me sometime before tomorrow and take another test. It's a written test. Dylan? It's a written test, and the top 100 written tests go to the state finals. So we won't find that out till sometime around March when they get a chance to score them all. Okay, so I'll get in touch with you and we'll do one more test to see if you qualify for the states. But congratulations.
Well done, well done. Okay. We have Colin Chase, Kevin Dunphy, Mitch Fisher, and Angelo Orlani. Okay. Guys, this is going to be a single elimination at the end of a round. If there is a winner at the end of the round, among the four of you, that person will be declared the runner-up. The alternate to the runner-up, I should say. All right. Colin, the Laramie Mountains, a livestock and timbering region, extends north from Colorado into which state?
Wyoming.
Is correct. Kevin, the Strait of Georgia forms part of the border between Vancouver Island and which U.S. state?
Washington.
Is correct, Kevin. Mitch, Harper's Ferry, site of abolitionists John Brown's raid on the U.S. Arsenal in 1859, is located northwest of Washington, D.C., at the confluence of the Shenandoah and which other river?
Can you repeat the question, please?
I will. I'll be happy to, Mitch. Harper's Ferry, site of the abolitionist John Brown's raid on the U.S. Arsenal in 1859, is located northwest of Washington, D.C., at the confluence of the Shenandoah and which other river?
Time's up.
Your answer, Mitch? Want to give it a shot?
The Ohio River.
Not bad, Mitch. Actually, it's the Potomac River. Very good. Okay. And Angelo, cowpunches, another term for cowboys. Cowpunches, another term for cowboys, can be found on ranches west of Flagstaff, a city located in the north central part of which U.S. state?
Texas?
I'm sorry?
Texas?
No, I'm sorry, that's Arizona. Arizona, okay. Two? Okay. Angelo and Mitch, nice try. Congratulations for making it as far as you did. Okay?
Good job, guys.
Thanks, guys. Okay? So we're down to Colin and Kevin. Colin, next question. Name the country that has the world's largest area of arable and permanent cropland.
The United States.
The United States is correct. Kevin, you can visit an aqueduct built by the Romans in Segovia, a city located approximately 40 miles northwest of Madrid, in which country?
Can you repeat the question?
I will. Kevin, you can visit an aqueduct built by the Romans in Segovia, a city located approximately 40 miles northwest of Madrid, in which country?
Italy?
No, I'm sorry, that is Spain. Nice job, Kevin. Nice job. And Colin, you are our Wilmington Middle School alternate. Very good. Nice job.
I have a certificate for the school.
Okay. Do you want to talk to him?
Yeah, I'll wrap it up. Okay.
Before I turn this back to Mr. Barry, I'd just like to thank Mr. Peter McGinn, who was our Assistant Superintendent, who was here earlier today. Like Mrs. Lomano and Mrs. Trulli for coordinating with her students, Bobby Brabant and Andrew Baker, and Erica Mullaney for coordinating the TV studio today. My fellow social studies teachers, Mr. Turnvis and Mr. Barry, for being the judges on a couple of tough questions here we had, guys. Huh? Okay? And I'm going to turn this over to Mr. Barry. Thank you very much.
Of course, we don't want to forget our own Alex Trebek, Mr. Birmingham. He's been doing this for a number of years. Many of you may know that he's slated for retirement this year, so maybe we can convince him to come back for next year's competition. What would it take?
We'll talk.
I would like to present the certificate of appreciation issued by National Geographic, and it's presented to Ms. Christine McMenamin, our principal, for helping to promote the importance of geography education by having your school participate in the 2009 National Geographic Bee. I want to thank everybody again, and we'll see you next year.